EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, going to 54, going to 54, line in. Strong right. There we go, going to 53. Go.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, line in.
Mike 29, quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, kill.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check 3.
11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
21. Undercut.
Check nickel. Rush in.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 62 yards on the ground.
And the 49er first down.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 30 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Niners 7, Cowboys nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Elliott. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw is Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's good for the Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, 47.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Watch out, watch out.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Double time, double time. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Showing up.
Here we go, 47. 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 33 and a first.
Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
26.
Now Elliott. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Elliott And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80!
On first down, here's Breida. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Okay, Brady, I see you.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Will do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Switch up, switch up.
Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. Now that's Elliott, complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here, complete. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
47.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Forbath descended away now following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Man open, it's Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
San Francisco.
Go ahead.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
56. Mike, 56 right there, 56.
They'll run with Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
There we go, kill.
Kill. Turn up.
Kill. We're going to 54, wide in.
Echo.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Here we go. 180. One, Omaha.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30, 10, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 97 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and they go, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Forbath, the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
54, come on, 54, come on. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come on.
Check, 21.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. This is Breida. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He wasn't ready.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slip. 21.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flushed out right. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 23 yards on the play. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They run it with Breida, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, 47. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been is he? And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead. But, hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.